Hello, guys. It's Janice from Welcome to Shavalot. It is day 30 of my hold on. No, it's not day 30. It's not day 30. It's only day 6, I think, of my 30-day live marathon. It's Friday evening. And I'm Janice from Welcome to Shavalot. I'm a DIY paint retailer and a IOD stockist, and I have a store down in Pawtucket at Home Artist Village. So that's where I am today. I'm in my store studio, and I 2 days ago at least, I filled a huge amount of old 57 on my floor. So I've been picking it up and using it as I need it, but I still have a lot left. And tomorrow is open market, which means I expect to have some customers. Yay. And I normally don't have a lot of people coming in during the week. I did have a really nice couple come in this week. And she came all the way from North Kingstown, about a 25-minute drive, half an hour drive, just for IOD. She found me on the IOD locator and she was so happy to find an IOD locator in her area. So she came in with her husband and she bought a bunch of stuff. So it was awesome. But tomorrow's the open market. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna sit on the floor, but first I gotta fix the camera. Again. Hi, Chris. How are ya? So I'm sitting on the floor because can you see? You can't see the paint. All right. Let me see if I can figure out, and maybe I can make this thing lower. Okay. Okay, we'll do it like that. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so now you can see the paint that I spilled on the floor. See, now you can't see me, but that's all right. So this is the paint, the 057 that I spilled. So see, the can has a big spill on it. And this is the cover. This is the cover of the can that I have not lifted since it fell. So my brother brought me so I'm going to paint this stool with the paint on the floor, but you can tell that the paint is hardened a little bit, but there's clay in this paint. So I'm thinking if I wet the paint with my continuous mist spray bottle, I might, oh, look at that. Oh boy, look at that. Can you see it? I got a ton of paint. So look at that. I'm painting this stool. It's just a little stool, and I don't want to waste my paint. So I said, what would be good for the 57? It's really lumpy, so it's actually it's lumpy when it goes up, when I pick it up, but it's very smooth as I'm painting it. Really, really smoothly. So I'm glad I'm doing this. I want to fix that camera though again, guys. Maybe I should just leave it like that. Chris Oliver Newman. Hi, Janice. How are you, honey? Are you gonna come see me tomorrow? Light poles. What are they called? Light poles. Yes, we sold a light pole last week of yours. Chris makes light poles out of polymer clay. They're beautiful. And lately I've been thinking about grabbing some and putting them in my house. So we might have a little less however clay light pulse than we had the last time we were here. So yeah, so I'm just painting off of the floor, you guys. So look, can you see the paint? Look, picking it up. This is old 57, you guys. I'm not doing anything fancy. The last stool I did a blend or an ombre effect on the leg. I'm not doing that today because I'm going to do something. I'm not going to just use old 57, but I just wanted to get this base coat of old 57 on the stool very quickly. And okay, so it needs wetting again. It's starting to get a little dry now. So I'm just gonna wet it again. Okay, hold on. Oop, see, don't touch the paint while it's wet with your hand. That's what I do all the time. All right, what I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I wanna make this better. No, I'm gonna raise it up just a teeny bit. Like I raise it a little bit and it's like so much. Let's see if that works. Okay, how's that? Is that all right, you guys? Yeah. Anyway, I'm a little closer. But I don't want to spend all that time fixing the camera. All right, so getting a little not spreading. So I'm going to wet the paint again. Now, if Randy's watching this, Randy, let me know if you're on, because I know if you're watching it, you're not going to be happy with what I'm doing. There are probably much better ways to handle when you spill your paint on the floor. Emma, who is she's one of the store owners here at Crystal Healing Arts. She's one of the store owner down the corridor, and she gave me the greatest advice of what to do when you spill the paint on the floor. She said, Janice, why don't you get like a spatula and spatula it up and put it in a jar and then add water to it and stir it up and put a cover on it. And then in a couple of days, your paint will be good as new. And I thought, that's a great idea. But I knew I wasn't going to do it. It is a great idea. So my recommendation to you, if you do spill your paint on your floor, is to do what Emma said to do, because I think that was a really good idea. But I'm just not like that. The paint that I'm using is not really on the floor. It's so thick that I'm just taking like the top layer, so it's not dirty. And once I finish, then I'm just gonna clean the floor, because this is water-based paint, and it's just gonna wash up really easily. It's only been a couple of days, so look, I'm gonna this is a spray bottle, okay? And watch, look. See that? Went right on. So, you can pick it up with a spatula and put it in a jar and all that. Well, if you do my method, which is leave it on the floor and then paint with it, you're not going to want to wait a long time. This has been only 2 days, It was during a live, my live. I don't know where if I was during a live. It was during a live, and so it was like 2 days ago. So you're not going to want to wait too long. But it's such a popular color. I mean, such a beautiful color. I didn't have to wait too long to figure out to use it. So I'm doing this stool. I'll cover all up with all 57. And then I'm going to put some, I might put some more paint, more colors. I think I'm going to mimic this piece right here. This is, and you can't see it very well, but this is opal. This is the piece that I've been doing with all of the pastel colors. And so it looks like, my brother said it looks like an opalescent, he said. And I thought that was a great analogy. So I named the piece opal. So I might do the same thing on this stool, which is just adding some paint with the palette knife. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do the whole thing tonight because I want to have this ready for the open market tomorrow. So tell me, I can't read your comments, but tell me if this camera angle is okay, or if you want me to try to fix it a little bit, because I am going to be on for a while, and I am going to be doing that opal technique. At first I was calling it a drop cloth technique, but then I changed it to opal. It's not going to match the oval end table completely because I did not do a base of old 57 on that table. I did a base mostly of thick burlap. Also, the best way to paint a chair is upside down. It's easier to get at the inside if you paint it upside down. But I don't even have the chair on camera. Let's see. I gotta move. It's easier. This is a very small stool, so that's why I didn't do it upside down. But that's definitely a good hint when you're painting chairs to get the legs just to do it upside down. So yeah, I still have a lot of paint. It was a lot. It doesn't look like a lot because it's not a very wide spill, but it's thick. It's a little thick. So I am gonna have to get a spatula out and pick some of it up. So maybe with what I don't use tonight, I will do what Emma told me to do, and I will attempt to save it that way. Because this is not taking a lot of paint, you guys, at all, this little stool. And it's covering pretty much in one coat. And I'm going to be putting a lot of layers on this stool. So I see Chris is here. If you're here, please say hello. Happy Friday. It's Friday, right, guys? I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Getting closer so I can see. Yes. All right, so I think it's Friday. My days are pretty much the same except for Saturday. And so sometimes I forget what day it is. I definitely should put this upside down. All right, guys, I need to get what I brought with me, what I brought over here to help me is these are the little brayers that come with the IOD transfers. So, oh boy. Whoop, okay, so I got the cover up, so that's good. I didn't have the cover before, so not only was the paint on the floor, but the can was not covered. So it probably got a little thick. So now, look at this, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I find things like this really cool, like fun to play with. But see, it's coming right up. Look at that. It's coming right up, you guys. Look. Look. Came right up. So I am going to go get a jar, and I am going to go put this paint in the jar and put some water in it and shake it up, and we'll test it. We'll test that theory, see if it works. I'll be right back. I didn't bring a jar with me, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a jar. Oh, you guys. All right, so I don't have a jar. I don't have a jar, but I have a cup. Okay, so thanks for hanging with me. I'm going to put the paint in the cup. And so this way, it's kind of been, it has been bothering me that this has still been on the floor. So I hope you don't think I'm totally lazy, but I just, I knew it was going to be okay. So it's really hard. It's coming right up though. It feels like you're working in clay. Like it's wet clay. It feels like wet clay. Like I'm in a pottery class or something. So I'm going to put it in here. It's a beautiful color. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with that. All right, I don't want to. Let's pick that up. It's almost done. And I'll get back to painting the stool. Has this ever happened to you guys before? Have you ever spilled a bunch of paint on the floor? If you're just joining, I didn't spill this paint tonight. I spilled it a couple days ago. And I sprayed it with my continuous mist. It got hard, as you can see. And I sprayed it with my continuous mist spray bottle. And I was able to paint this stool with just by moistening up the paint. But I couldn't finish the whole stool. So I am just going to pick up the paint and I'm going to add water to it and see if that will, and stir it up. All right, let's do that now. Here's the paint. That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint, a lot of 57. I'm going to take some water. I don't have absolutely no idea how much I should add. And I'm just gonna, stir it up. I'm gonna stir it up. Okay. I'm gonna stir it up. I'm gonna show you, look, it's already turned into paint. This is silly that I'm doing this. Is it silly? All right. I'll get back to painting the stool. I just wanted to show you in case. I just think it's really neat to see all of that clay, how it, now it's really wet, so I can't paint anymore with this because it's too wet. But that's good. The clay will absorb all of that moisture, and it'll thicken up. So I'm just gonna do this really quick, finish this, and then we're gonna opalize this chair, this stool. We're gonna add a bunch of colors with a palette knife. Look really neat. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So I wanted to say something. I was on the DIY. I was doing a live on a different Facebook page, on a company page, not my own page. And somebody chatted and said, and I'm going to use the tone that I hear that chat in my head, because when you read a chat, even though it's silent, you do get a tone in your head, right? Sometimes. So it said, you people on the paint page talk too much. She said, I would just want to see you paint without all of the rhetoric. And I was like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. I just find it funny that people find the need to say something like that. So but I am kind of taking it as constructive criticism, because I do talk a lot when I'm painting live. And so you may notice that I might start being a little bit quieter in my lives. I guess I haven't started that yet, but tell me what you think. Tell me if you prefer when people don't talk. Well, this is boring though. I'm just painting one color. I'm kind of giving it a second coat. She didn't target me directly, like she didn't say, you talk too much on the page. She said, you people. So I think all of us tend to want to connect with whoever is out there and want to talk. What happens during lives? All right, so all 57 is a beautiful color. If you are catching the replay, please say hello. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. You're out having a nice time somewhere beautiful. It's probably a nice evening. Tomorrow's my Saturday night. Tomorrow I will enjoy my evening. Hopefully it'll be nice out tomorrow. Hopefully it's not going to rain. All right, I just want to make sure I get it all. The stool is already much nicer than it was before. Okay, so I'm gonna get my. I'm gonna get my dryer. I'm gonna dry this a little bit, and then I'll start applying some other colors with the palette knife. So my other stool that I painted with you guys last year. When I first started doing lives, I painted a stool with you guys, and we put the lemon drops transfer on it. And actually, you know what? I've really been wanting to use the IOD stamps. I have the IOD inks now. I've really been wanting to try the IOD stamps with the inks because I've never done that before. And you know what? I think this would be a really good piece to do that with. So I think I've just changed my mind. I'm not going to do the oval on this. I'm going to try the stamps with the ink. I think this is a good piece because it's small, and if for whatever reason, if I make a really big mistake, I can paint over it. It's a small piece to paint over. Not gonna do it tonight though, you guys, because that's a big undertaking. I gotta figure out the colors and all that stuff. So I will just finish up the second coat on this stool. And the next time I go live, we're going to use the IOD inks, and we're going to use the IOD stamps, and we're going to stamp on this stool. And I'm looking over there because that's where all my stamps are. I am eyeing the Cubano stamp, and I am eyeing Pavo. Pavo is a peacock. And I'm also eyeing the Bohemian stamp. I'm also eyeing all of them. They all look good. I don't know which one I'm going to pick. So it's going to take me some time to pick one. So that's what the next live will be. Hopefully this wasn't too silly of a live. And as I said, if you are catching it on the replay, I spilled more paint, but it'll be clean. I'm not gonna leave here until I clean it all up. If you're catching this on the replay, tell me if you would have painted off of the floor, or if you would have immediately picked it back up and put it in the jar. But see, you can't because when it's wet, like it was for me, it's easier to pick it up when it's dry because it seems neater that way. And if we can reactivate the paint with water, then that's fine, right? I don't, I don't know, you guys. Okay, so that's it. Ugh. Chris, thank you so much for joining, and happy Friday. And hopefully I'll see you on my day 7 of my life. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care, you guys. All right. I'll talk to you soon. I have to get up again. It's not pretty. Okay. All righty. Bye.